Hey you guys, uh, wanted to make a little video and kind of give you my insights on what you should do if you are wanting to start keeping bees. This video is pretty much focused on beginners. I know a lot of my subscribers are kind of seasoned vets when it comes to keeping bees, but I know there's several of you out there that are throwing ideas around of wanting to get into the hobby, and I just kind of want to give you a little bit of insight on some of the things that I went through and how I went about getting into the hobby that's turned into a bit of a sideline small business operation. Now it's took me well, this is what I consider, a small business operation. Right now I'm sitting at 54 colonies. Not sure how much bigger I want to go next year, but I guess I'll go as big as my body will let me go and my time. But I want to pretty much just focus on really what you kind of need to do to get prepared for this hobby that you're wanting to undertake. First thing is learn. You need to learn all you can about the bees. YouTube is an awesome place to get the info that you need. Now, a lot of people are going to suggest to go to local meetings, and I can tell you that I tried that. I went to one meeting, and it really wasn't for me. I'm more of a hands-on type of learner, and I'm not gonna, I can't take everything that just one person says and kind of use that as basically the level playing field, so to speak. This person just happened to be the kind that think that their way is the only way and that they're always right. And with beekeeping, that is 100% definitely not the case. But yeah, just what you need to do is just dive in, read, all the books you can read, watch all the videos you can watch, get several different viewpoints from several different people on how to and when to and what not to do. And then you can kind of take all that info and form your own thought process on what you want to do. But I can tell you that you can take what I'm about to tell you and definitely consider that something that you need to do. And that is, I would definitely try to buy a nucleus colony. So you're going to get, whenever you get one of those, you can get them from local beekeepers. You're going to get a small hive. It's going to come in a box, something like this. You're going to have a small colony in here. You're going to have 5 frames of bees. You're going to have a queen that's mated and has been hopefully laying. I like to try to get my queens and my bees before I sell a nuke. I want them to have at least one round of brood out of that queen. That way I can jump in there and inspect them and make sure the brood pattern is good, make sure the bees look healthy. Then I'll take that colony and sell it. I do plan on selling some bees this year because I'm not trying to add another 50, 60, 75 colonies to my operation. There's no way I can probably do all that myself with what kind of time frame that I've got going on. Not right now. I would suggest, like I said, to get you a colony of bees. You can always set swarm traps, and you can, if you don't know what they are, you can Google that. I don't have any in here. I've got a couple in my other building, but I mean it's basically just a nuke box. It'll have a couple frames in there. You can Google how how to make and set them, and then you'll just put some bait in there, Swarm Commander, lemongrass oil, or whatever, and you can catch, some freebies that way. And I'll go ahead and tell you, I've never caught bees in a swarm trap. I've set them suckers up every year. The only bees I've ever caught was mine, and I know they were mine because I watched them leave my colony, fly across the yard, and go in my stinking swarm trap. So I've never caught wild bees in a trap before. So if you want info on that, you're gonna have to get that from someone else, because I can't. I just can't catch bees. I don't know what the deal is. I've had several people try to tell me and instruct me how to do it, and I've put like 6 traps out last year. I put some like 8 miles down the road that way. I put some 5 miles that way. I put some 7 or 8 miles that way. And I don't guess I've had a single bee sniff any of my traps. So I don't know. Next year I'll probably set a couple around each yard to catch my own bees if I miss splitting a colony, and I'm not going to worry about that anymore. I'm tired of messing with swarm traps. So that's not my thing, but that could be your thing. You may set 2 or 3 traps up and catch all kinds of bees, and hopefully you do, especially if you're starting out. Because I would have to imagine that there's nothing better than getting free bees. So once you get your bees set, I would suggest the point that I was trying to make a while ago before I went to rambling. If you go to Hilco's website, they have boxes. They have like a beginner's kit, and it's going to have hopefully you can see this deep box over here. They're going to have a bottom board. Now I like the 10 frames. I'm not much on 8 frames. I think the bees, they get a little too swarmy in 8 frames. They seem to kind of outgrow that too quickly for my taste. So I do like having those 2 extra frames in there. Believe it or not, it does help. But when you buy a kit from Hilco, you'll get a 10 frame bottom board. You'll get your entrance reducer. You'll get a deep box. You'll get 10 wooden frames. You'll get 10, I think it's double wax black foundation to put in those frames. And you'll get your inner cover, and you'll get a telescopic cover. And I'm pretty sure that you've got the option to either have a metal cover or a Maxima cover like this one. I've grown pretty fond of these covers. They're tough. You don't have to worry about, and still got some money on it. I need to throw it out there and let the bees clean it. You don't have to worry about anything, rotting or nothing like that in these covers. You don't have to worry about throwing them down on the ground and breaking any joints apart, because sometimes I get kind of rough with my equipment, if I'm in a hurry especially. But I'm always digging through the internet. I'm looking at all these different websites: Hilco, Better Bee, Dadant, Premier, Miller Bee Supply, what's some others? Bee Castle, what is it? Foxhound, I think. Foxhound Bee Supply. And out of all these places, Hilco seems to have the best prices on just about everything that I've seen. I prefer to use Hilco. Their customer service is unbeatable. They're always there to help you. And pretty much most of their prices that I've seen is unbeatable. I know I spent like $4,000 there last year, and I'll probably repeat that process again this year. I'm assuming, if my bees do well through the winter, because I'll need to buy a ton of equipment. I've got a friend local that's wanting to get into supplying some bee equipment, so I'm gonna check him out and see what he's got going on. But he's only gonna have so much, especially so much of certain things. But yeah, I'm gonna be buying some stuff up here later on throughout the year. Yeah, this is kind of just one of them times where stuff's moving slow, and like especially you guys that don't have bees yet, you've got plenty of time between now and spring to think about what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to set your bees up at, whether you want to put them in your backyard or maybe you don't have the room there, and just about anybody will, especially friends, will let you put bees on their property. I mean, you may have friends that's got big farms, and you know they're not going to care for you to stick a couple of hives over there. Next year, I'm liable to have hives all over this place. I don't know. I know I'm only going to add a few here, then the rest are going to have to go somewhere else because I've already got. See, what have I got? I got 30. I've got 34 here and 8 down there. So I'm already kind of pushing that boundary of getting too many colonies in one area, and that's just from my opinion. But yeah, I'll be looking for a spot myself. I'm going to set several of them over there at Black Ridge. But yeah, if you guys are just wanting to kind of start, you know, investigating on what you need to do to get going with keeping bees, like I said in the beginning, my main thing to tell you is to just set a goal on learning all you can about them. Beekeeping, it's not easy. It's not a cheap hobby, because once you get a couple hives going, it's almost addictive. I mean, it was addictive for me. I started with 2 little 5 frames. I started with 2 of these, and in 4 years I've got 54 double deep colonies. So I kind of went a little nuts with it myself, and it's easy to do, you know. But yeah, any questions that you guys have, just drop down in the comments. I'll do my best to answer them. I'll point you in any kind of direction of information maybe that you're interested in learning from, or sites to visit. Just you got plenty of time, you know. Now's when you want to start trying to learn. So yeah, drop down in the comments and let me know what your ideas are, and I'll do my best to help you out. But appreciate you guys watching. Till next time, take it easy. Y'all have a good one.